You could be early, yes, because we are talking about a very small company that is worth only a couple of millions of dollars on the current market. We are talking about a tech startup which is called GBT Technologies. This company definitely has a vision, guys, and a great product. Apple and Tesla and Google, they cannot at some point develop everything and create these innovations for them. So they are buying the small companies and you never hear about them again. In this video, you could be early, yes, because we are talking about a very small company that is worth only a couple of millions of dollars on the current market. And guys, if you cannot resist, just go down below. There's all the information about this company in the link below. If you finish the video, just go directly straight there. You will find the ticker, you will find all the research, you will find all the informations. Or if you cannot wait, just go and click and check it out, okay? But let me explain you what we are talking about today. We are talking about a tech startup which is called GBT Technologies, okay? And GBT Technologies, and now hold your horses, have developed and have patents pending and in communication with FDA to use it on the medical sector as well. They can basically, with one of their coolest projects, look through walls. Yes, they have like an X-ray vision, which combined with AI, they actually can see, okay, and visualize in a 3D space if what is currently in the space that it's scanned, okay? Is it a living environment? Is it maybe an animal? Is it just an object, right? All of these crazy things that military, aerospace, industries can really use to go absolutely crazy on new stuff they develop, then ending up as consumer electronics for you, for me, for everyone. I mean, look at that. Look at your iPhone or your Apple Watch. We are using, our Apple Watch to check out our steps, our oxygen levels, our heart rate. It gives and calls, 911 if we want, and so on and so forth. So it's a very, very strong business. Actually, it's one of the most things that Apple, one of the biggest companies in the world, is focusing on, okay? So beside that, if this wouldn't be so cool, and think about all of these possibilities, which we will talk in the end of this video, but think about it, what this company could be or where it could exit, right? Think about that. So before we diving into that, let me show you another product that they are having in line, and this is this one.
What's the best convenient way to check your body temperature and vitals? How do you know if those around you are possibly ill? The answer is Q-Term, an intelligent vital signs device driven by AI. Designed by GBT Tokenize Corp, Q-Term easily and accurately measures body temperature, blood oxygen level, and heart rate, all with a simple touch of the finger. Only the size of a coin, it can be easily attached to your phone. Just touch and hold the button to activate it. The sensors come to life and instantly measure vital signs. If the reading is of concern, you will receive a timely visual and audio alert. You can use Q-Term as a standalone device or connect it to your phone via Bluetooth to see your vitals and even keep a history for your records. Moreover, thanks to Q-Term's AI, the app in your direction anonymously collects data in a secure database, building a real-time worldwide thermal map. Now, in case you are approaching a hot zone or even a hot person just down the street, you can get real-time alerts on your phone and avoid the risk of exposure. Q-Term Smart Health Check. Get it today to shield and protect you and your loved ones from contagions, now and into the future.
So as you can see, a lot of great products. This is, number one thing, okay, of the company that you want to invest in. What are the products and is there a vision? This company definitely has a vision, guys, and a great product. So let's dive into the stock of this company and then finally go into the conclusion of this video. So let's talk about the GBT Technologies in form of the stock chart and so on and so forth. Some technicals, okay? Because I always, the vision, is interesting. What does the company does in terms of products? Then there is a lot of things that we discussed is in the article, in the link into the description that you should check out with all the informations. And I also like to always look, okay, what's the stock currently doing? Okay, what it has been done in the last couple of weeks, what it could do over the next couple of weeks, and so on and so forth. So if you're looking into the website here, you can find this on Yahoo Finance or whatever. So just type in GBT Technologies, and then you can see here's the ticker symbol GTCH. And it's an OTC market. So OTC means over the counter, which is maybe not available for all of you out guys, but check out first, make sure to educate yourself if you don't know what is OTC. It's a special type of exchange where you can trade those stocks. Not only this, but all other smaller companies are trading usually first there before they go to bigger exchanges. So make sure that you are available or it's available for you to trade on your application. And then you can see here that the market cap is quite small, okay? And because the stock is below $5, this means officially it's a penny stock, okay? Penny stock as always can go in one or the other direction very, very strongly. They can be very volatile. So make sure to, use money that you are very able and aware of this volatility for yourself. And then you basically can invest in those companies, and, some of them will pop for sure. Some of them will not do so well, okay? But make sure that this volatility is something that you have always in mind. For example, just today, the stock went down 3%. On Friday, the stock went up 3%, and so on. Here you can see the last couple of days. For example, last 5 days. On Tuesday, the stock was at 22 or 23 cents almost. Now it's at 19 cents. Okay, so a big difference of 10% just without big news. So the news aspect is very, very important here. As more good news, as more news in general about this industry, about the stock, is better for the company and therefore also for the stock. And again, those penny stocks can go quite ridiculously in one or the other direction with some news coming up on the horizon. Now, market cap is just around 5.5 million, a very small company, and the day range, for today at least, is 19 cents to 21 cents. So even just in the day, it's more than 5% range that the stock goes up and down. In the 52 weeks range, you see there is really something going on, right? So the stock was already at a $9 valuation, up to a $4 valuation. This is almost a 40x. Imagine you invest in a 20 cent stock and it goes up to $8, right? 40 times your investments. That's what's interesting for many investors when investing in those small companies, right? And then you can see here volume is very, very low. Just 1,880 stocks are being traded. The average volume, though, is very, very strong here, in my personal opinion, of 140,000. And again, this moves way up and down depending on the news. So let's dive into the conclusion of this video, which you might like. So in the conclusion of this video, I would love to say that, of course, first of all, make your own research, okay? Maybe this company is nothing for you, but maybe it's the one and only that you have always wanted to be in, and you can be early, okay? Again, into the link into the description, there's the ticker symbol, there's the description and all the information, the research, everything that you need to know, okay? But think about this. There's this small company and they're having these crazy products. So what are the two options for this company? There are many options, but let's talk about three options, okay? Number one is, okay, they develop this technology, they patent it, they get like all the certification for the FDA approvals to use it as medical device and everything, okay? So what happens, if this happens, by the way, if they get like a certification of the FDA, this is 100%, or let's say 99.99% probability that this stock goes absolutely crazy. 10x, or 2x, 5x in just a matter of days, okay? This is how penny stocks are actually working, okay? If there's a big news, then they are popping like crazy. This is number one, okay? So let's say they develop and get all the certification, and they will, do B2B, okay? Which means that, okay, this is like the easy way because they can go to bigger companies and the bigger companies give them like a year or 2 years of contract and they are very good for many years, okay? This is the easiest path for the company. There's the second path, which is quite hard because it needs lots of investment, marketing, and so on and so forth. And this is B2C. Let's imagine that they can actually create out of their technology some products that can change the world, like let's say some glasses or some devices that you can, scan some environments and so on that uses, some people are using it, or totally other things that we will wear as a wearable, right? This is $1 billion industry, multi-billion dollar industry in wearables, in AI-driven technologies, and so on and so forth. So this would be the second option, which I think is less probable. But there's another third option, which I think is the second most probable option. And this is if this goes really, really well and the technology is fantastic, it's just a matter of time until a bigger company, they're working in the space, if it's Tesla, if it's Apple, if it's, those are just the big ones. And there's just hundreds, if not millions of companies worldwide that are much smaller, maybe even private companies, but multi-billion companies that are just swallowing this kind of technologies with the companies. Because think about it, like Apple and Tesla and Google, they cannot at some point develop everything and create these innovations for them. So they are buying the small companies and you never hear about them again, okay? Let's say, okay, this company is now worth let's say, just imagine, $10 million, okay? Because they got everything right and everything. Then comes an Apple and say, we buy this from the market because we want to use it in our Apple Watch or in our devices, and we will pay 100 million. This is nothing for a company like Apple. This is like buying a Starbucks coffee for you, for Apple, spending $100 millions for a company, okay? So really, really check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think, and see you tomorrow.